Good morning, friends. This is our next lecture for DLL. DLL means Data Definition Language. In last lecture, we was go through these different instructions and commands. Okay. In today's lecture, we will start with the last two commands like drop and truncate in SQL. There is first is drop command. Drop is used to delete a whole database or just a table. The drop statement destroys the object like an existing database. Existing database, tables, index or view. A drop statement in SQL remove a component from a relation database management system. Short form is RDBMS. Okay. The syntax is drop object underscore name. The example is drop table underscore name, comma is there, table underscore name of the table to be deleted. Okay. Then drop database name, database underscore name of the database to be deleted. This is the syntax for the drop. Clear. Drop is used to delete the database. Here is second command is truncate. Truncate statement is a data definition language operation that is used to mark the existence of table for deallocation, empty for reuse. The result of this operation quickly removes all data from a table, typically bypassing a number of integrity enforcing mechanisms. Okay. It was officially introduced in a SQL 2008 standard. The truncate my table statement is locally through not physically equivalent to the delete from the my table statement without where clause. Okay. Syntax is there. Truncate table name is there, name of the table to be truncated. Okay. Database name, student data is there. Okay. And now we will study the drop versus truncate together. What happens? Truncate is normally ultra fast and it's ideal for deleting data from a temporary table. Truncate preserves the structure of the table for future use, unlike drop table where the table is deleted with its full structure. Table or database deletion using drop statement cannot be rolled back, so it must be used wisely. Here is the chart. Here is the table. First row is for roll number. There is student data, right? There is a name of students, then address, phone number, and age is there. There are roll number 1, 2, right? See this table, observe it. Then student details is there, roll number is there, branch is there, grade is there, right? Then whatever information technology, branch, computer science, mechanical engineering, right? Trunk versus observe it carefully. What exactly happened? To delete the whole database, drop database student data. After running the query about above query, uh, whole database will be deleted. Okay, to truncate student details table from the student data database, truncate table student details. After running the above query, student detail table will be truncated. That is, the data will be deleted, but the structure will remain in the memory for further operation. Okay, here is the SQL trigger student database. Trigger is there. A trigger is a stored procedure in a database which is automatically invoked whenever a special events in the database occurs. For example, a trigger can be invoked when a row is inserted into a specified table or when certain table column are being updated. Okay, here is the syntax for trigger is create trigger name is there, before after insert update and delete is there, on table name for each row trigger body is there. This is the proper syntax for the trigger. I will explain this syntax. Create trigger name. It creates or replace an existing trigger with the trigger name. Okay. Next line is before after. This specifies when a trigger will be executed. Okay, before or after. But then next is insert update or delete. This specifies the DML operation. Okay, on time table name, this specifies the name of the table associated with the trigger. Okay, for each row, this specifies a row level trigger, that is the trigger will be executed at each row being affected. Clear? Then a trigger body is there. This provides the operation to be performed as a trigger is fired. Clear? These is the six steps are there in syntax. Before and after of trigger, then before trigger run the trigger action, before the triggering statement is run, the after trigger run the trigger action after the triggering statement is run. Here is the explanation for that. um, Example for that, the given student report database in which the students make the assessment is recorded, right? Then in each insert schema, create a trigger so that a total and average of specified mark is automatically inserted whenever a record is inserted. Clear? Here as trigger will invoke before record is inserted, so before tag can be used. Clear? Suppose the database schema is MySQL is the SQL students. Here field type null key default extra. Here observe this. Subject 1, subject 2 is there, int is there, varchar is there, int 2 is there, no here. Observe it carefully, then we will move further. here 7 row insert, right? Create triggers a student underscore marks before insert on student for each row. Set student dot table is equals to student dot subject 1 plus student dot subject 2 plus student dot subject 3 plus student dot per is equals to the student dot table into 60 by 100. Okay, then above SQL statement will create a trigger in the student database in which whenever subject mark as entered, okay, before entering these data into the database, trigger will compute those two values and insert with the entered value, right? That is my SQL insert into two values 0 A B C D E 2020 20 0 0. Very okay, one row affected here. Clear? In this way, trigger can be created and executed in database. Here is the SQL trigger book management database. Difficulty prerequisite SQL trigger student database. For example, given library book management database schema, student database schema. For this database, if any student borrow a book from library, then the count of that specified book should be decremented to do so. Okay, suppose the schema with Soma data. Here is the table, observe it carefully. First is for Java, second is for CPP, third for MySQL, then Oracle DBMS is there. Copy for Java is 10, CPP Flyu, MySQL 10 copies are there, Oracle DBMS it is 5. Okay, 4 rows is set. To implement a such procedure in which if the system inserted the data into the book issue database, a trigger should automatically invoke and decrement the copies attributes by 1 so that a proper trunk of book can be maintained. Okay, trigger for the system. Here create trigger book underscore copies underscore deducts. Okay, after insert on book issue, for each row update books date underscore date set copies is equals to copies 1 where did new dot bid. Abort trigger will be activated whenever an insertion operation performed in a book issue database. It will update the book, okay, date schema setting copies decrements by 1 of current book id bid. Okay, result is insert book issues. See here 100 and Java is there. As above result shown that as soon as data is inserted, copy of the book deduct from book schema in the system. Clear? SQL stores procedures for SQL server. Huh? Then what is stored procedures? A stored procedure is a prepared SQL code that you can save so the code can be reused over and over time again. So if you have an SQL query that you write over and over again, save it as a stored procedure and then just call it to execute it. You can also pass parameters to a stored procedure so that the stored procedure can act based on the parameter value that is passed. Clear? Then stored procedure syntax is create procedure, procedure underscore name is there as SQL underscore statement, go execute a stored procedure, except execute procedure underscore name. This is the syntax for the stored procedure. Okay. After that we have to study the demo database. Below is a section from the customer table in a Northwind sample database. Here is the customer ID, customer name, see here customer ID is there, customer name is there, contact name is there, right, address is there, city is there, postal code is there, then country is there. There are five customer ID. One time read these names, all the data. Here is the example. Create procedure, select all customers. Okay, as select star from customers, go execute the stored procedure above as follows. Example, select all customers. Clear? Here is the advertisement. Stored procedure with one parameter. The following SQL statement create a stored procedure that select customers from a particular city from a customers table from, okay, example, create procedure, select all customers at city Narvashire 30 as select start from customers where city at city go. Execute the stored procedure above as follows. The ECEC select all customers, city is equals to London. Then all the customers from London is get sorted, right? Here stored procedure with multiple parameter. There is only one parameter that is city, that is London. Here different parameters are used like the city and postal code. Both parameters used to identify a sort. Okay, the stored procedure with multiple parameters. Setting up multiple parameters is very easy. Just list each parameter and the data type separated by the common comma as shown in below. The following SQL statements create a stored procedure that select customers from a particular city with a particular postal code from the customers table. Okay, then example is create procedures, select all customers at city Narvacha 30 and postal code also Narvacha for 10. As select start from customer where city as is equals to at the rate city and postal code is equals to at the rate postal code, then go execute the stored procedures above as follow. For example, exceptions, mm, Select all customers at city is equals to London. The postal code is WA11DP, which is given in table. Okay, the SQL, this is the example for multiple parameters. In single parameter we use only the city name. In multiple parameters we use the city name and postal code. Okay. Now the SQL comments. The SQL comments for doing operations on data SQ1 has many built-in functions. Okay, there are categorized in two categories and further subcategorized in different seven functions. Under each category, the categories are: first one is aggregated functions, and then second is scalar functions. Okay, uh, then in aggregated functions, the aggregated functions are used to do operation from the value of column, and a single value is returned. Okay, what happen in aggregate functions? It is used to do operations from the value of the column, and a single value is returned. Here is the different comments: average, bracket, count, first, last, max, mean, and sum is there. And second is scalar function. In scalar functions, these functions are based on the user input. These two return single value like use case, L case, mid, lean, around, the now, and format. Student table is there. Student ID, name, marks, and age is there. First, second, third, fourth, fifth ID is there. Fifth name respectively like Harsh, Suresh, Pratik, Dhanraj, and Ram is there. Mark for them is 90, 50, 80, 95, 85 respectively, and age of them is 19, 20, 90, 21, 18 respectively. Okay, then aggregate function we are going to study first is aggregate. uh, it returns average value after calculating from the value is numeric column. Okay, syntax for aggregate is average column name from table name. Queries, first is computing average marks of students. Then select average marks as average marks from students. Output is average marks is 80. Right? Computing average age of students. Select average age as average age from the students. Output is average age is 19.4. Clear? Next is count. It is used to count the number of rows written in a select statement. It can't be used in MS Access. Okay. Syntax for count is count underscore name from table name. Query is the computing table number of students. Okay. Then select count in bracket star as number of students from the student list. Then we get the output is 5 number of students. Okay, then computing number of students with unique distinct age. Then select count distinct age as num students from the student age. Then out is number of students is 4. Okay, next is first. The first bracket function returns the first value of the selected column. Okay, first value of the selected column. The syntax is select first column name from table name. Okay, query is fetching the marks of first student from the student table. Then select first marks as mark first from the student. Then output is Mark first is 90, then fetching the age of the first student from the student table. Then select first age as first age from student output is age over the age first is 90. Clear? Then next is last. The last function return the last value of the select column. It can be used only in MS Access. Okay. Syntax for that is select last column name from table name. Query is there fetching marks of last student from the student table. Then select last marks as mark last from student output is mark last is 82. Select age of the last student from the student table. Select last age as last age from students is 18. Clear? Next is max. Max function returns the maximum value of the selected column. Okay, the syntax for it same like the max column name from table name. Then query is fetching the maximum mark among students from the student table. Then select max marks as max marks from the students. Then maximum marks is 95. Clear? Then same for max age, the mark age is then fetching the maximum age among students from the student table. Select max age as max age from student. The output is max age is 21. Clear? Like maximum there is minimum max also we can minimum value also you can find using minimum min. Then minimum function returns the minimum value of the selected column. Then syntax for it select minimum column name from table name. Then queries is fetching minimum marks of among students from the student table. Then select minimum marks as minimum marks from students. Then output is minimum marks is 50. Like this fetching minimum age or age among the students from the student table. Then select minimum age as minimum age from students. Output of minimum age is 18. Right? Next is sum function returns the sum of all the values of selected column. Sum is addition. Syntax for it the select sum column name from table name. Then queries is fetching summation of the total among the students from the student table. Then select sum marks as total marks from students. Then output is 400. Fetching summarization of the table among the students from the student table. Then the student same select same sum age as total age from student. Then output is 97. Clear? This is all about the aggregate function. And that 7 sub commands are there which are used. We discuss each and every with the help of example of student table. Okay. Now second function is scalar function. The scalar function U case mean the uppercase. Okay. In scalar functions there is also a different commands in that the U case is there. Here is the scalar function. Okay. First command is U case. U case it converts the value of a field to uppercase. If we want to convert the value in uppercase, then we can use the command U case. The syntax for that is select U case column underscore number from table name. queries is there, converting names of students from the table students to uppercase. Select UCase name from students. Then output is named the Har, Suresh, Pratik, Dhanraj, and here all the names are in uppercase only, right? Same like uppercase, there is lowercase command is also there. It converts the value of the field to lowercase syntax. Okay, then select lowercase column name from table name. Then queries is converting name of students from table students to lowercase. Then select lcase name from students. Then output is name in output. See here all the names in lowercase only. Harsh, Suresh, Pratik, Dhanraj and Ram. Clear? Next command is mid. The mid function extract text from the text field. What happened here? Select mid, syntax is there. For mid, the select mid column name, comma start, comma length as some name from the table name. Then specifying the length is optional here, and start signifies start position is there starting from 1. Then query is the fetching first four characters of name of students from the student table, first four characters. Okay, then select mid name 1 4. Syntax mid column name starts length is optional here. See here we have fetching first four characters of the name of the students from the student table. Okay, then select mid name 1 4. Clear? Then from student table, then output is name har harsh harsh SHRSH is there, HARSH is there, but only four characters, H is neglected, only four characters of each name is fetched here. Clear? Next is len. The len function fetching the length of the name. Here len function returns the length of the value in the text field, length. Okay, we got the length here. For syntax is select length column name from table name, and query is fetching length of name of students from student table. Select length name from table. Output is the name is here. Then first hash is fifth bit is there, then 5 6 6 7 and 3. RAM is for 3 word, 3 alphabet is there, then length is 3. Clear? Next is round. The round function is used to round a numeric field to the number of decimals specified. Okay, specified note is here. The specific note is many database systems have adopted the IEEE 754 standards for arithmetic operations, which say that when any numeric 5 is rounded, it results in the nearest even integer, that is 5.5. Okay, and 6.5 both get rounded of a 6, round of the year. Okay, then select round column name decimal from table, decimal number of decimals to be fetched. Then query is fetching the maximum marks among the from student table. Then select round mark 0 from table name. Then output is for marks is 90, 50, 80, 95 and 85. If there is 85.6, then it is rounded in a 86 in there. Clear? Next is now. The now function return the current system data and time. Then the syntax for now is select now from table name. Queries are there. Fetching current system time. Select now as date time from students. Output is Harsh, Suresh, Pratik, Dhanraj. Date and time is display here. Clear? Next is format. The format function is used to format how a field is to be displayed. Okay. Then select format. Syntax is there. Select format, column underscore name, comma format from table underscore name is there. There is query formatting current date as YYYYMMDD. We can write date in any format, date, month, year, or year, month, date, or year, date, month. We can use any format, right? Then select name format now YYMMDD as date from a student. See here, there is as I selected YYMMDD. Here, first year is there, then date is there, month is there, and then date is there. You can use any format here by placing in the query. Clear? Here is the aggregate function in SQL which we discussed earlier. There is another example for it. Okay, the in database management, an aggregate function is a function where the value of multiple rows are grouped together as into a certain criteria to form a single value or more significant meaning. There is various aggregate functions: count, sum, average, mean, minimum, max. There is another example in last. There is we take the another example for aggregate function. um, After taking two example you will get an idea. Okay, the here is the id, name, and salary is there. First is count. Then count return total number of records, that is 6. Then count salary return number of null values over the column salary, that is 5. Then not null is not counted here. Okay, then count distinct salary. The return number of distinct null values over the column salary is 4. Clear? Then sum. See here, observe carefully. When count salary is there, null number is not counted here. Huh? And count distinct salary means return number of distinct not null values over the column salary. Clear? Not null values. Sum is there. Sum is the salary, the sum of all null values of count salary, that is 310. Okay, the sum of distinct sum. Then sum salary, all sum of not null values of column salary is 310. The same distinct is there, sum of all distinct not null values is 250. Okay, then average salary, sum salary, count salary is there, 310 oblique 5 is there, average distinct salary is there, sum distinct salary upon count, so distinct salary is 250 by 4 is there. Okay, next is minimum. Then minimum salary value is salary count except null is 40. Then minimum value of the salary is 80. Maximum, sorry. Okay, then this is all about the hmm. Now we will move towards the SQL data functions. In SQL, data are complicated for newbies since while working with database, the database format of the date in table must be matched with the input data in order to insert in various scenario. Instead of time is also involved with date is used in MySQL. The default data function are okay. Now is there, return the current date and time. Example, select now is there, output is the select date and timing is display. Okay, CUR date means the return the current date. Example, select CUR date means output is current date is display. CUR time means current time, return the current time, then CUR time is display. Okay, the output is this, time is there. Then date, the extract the date part of the data or date time expression. Example, for the above table, name is test, then id is name, birth, date, time. Then 4120 name is Prati, but it is 1996 926 time. Then select name, date, birth, date, time as birth time from test. Output we get the Prati, name, date, time. Clear? Then extract returns the single part of the date, time. Syntax is extract unit from the date. Then there are several units that can be considered, but only some are used, such as microsecond, second, minutes, hours, day, week, month, quarter, yearly, etc. And the date is valid date expression. Then for the below table, the name test is the ID is 124,120. Name is Pratik. Date of birth is 26 November, September 1996, and this is the time. Okay, second, minute, right? Hours, all are there. This is all about today's lecture. Next lecture we will start with the queries. Okay. In today's lecture, we will go through the drop drop command, truncate is there, right? The queries is there, SQL trigger is there, syntax for trigger, explanation of syntax, before and after of trigger concept is good understood by us. After that, the SQL stored procedures we have seen in SQL server. Then demo database is there, with advertisement is there, right? Stored procedures with single parameter, after that multi parameter their SQL commands, aggregate and scalar, their subcommands we have studied with example in today's lecture, right? After that, data data functions are there, SQL, right? Thank you for today's lecture.